With 3 rounds of the Pickup Truck Championship gone, Jeff Simpson has emerged as the dominant force with 5 wins from 6 starts. Leicester's Alistair Lane, the only other driver who has stood on the top step of the podium, and he lies second in the table. And Andy Stewart notched 2 seconds in the opening round, but has suffered misfortune since. While Graham White has excelled in the number 13 truck and is 3rd in the standings. Mike Jordan's certainly one who can't be ruled out, although whether he can challenge for the title while campaigning his mighty V8 at the same meetings, we shall have to see. Race 1 of 2 saw a pair of lady drivers. Julie Butler in number 24 was on pole, while Scotland's Gillian Philp in number 29 started back on row 4. The line dust put down to soak up engine oil spilled from an incident earlier in the day provided an additional challenge for the truck pilots. Julie capitalised on her pole position, leading Dave Briggs, but Andy Donut Stewart in 19 dived to the inside of Norfolkman John Engledow through the S's to go 6th. Into Hatchett's hairpin at the end of lap 1, Briggs now out front with a fast-arriving Lee Caroline in 38 muscling his way into 3rd, putting David Tin and Julie off, with a snarling pack all fighting for a piece of the track. Next time at the hairpin, Alistair Lane gave John Engledow a not-so-gentle reminder that he was still hungry for 5th place. With Alan Fisher now leading Dave Briggs, Andy Stewart positioned himself perfectly in an attempt to go 2nd, and it worked. Out of paddock on lap 4, still Fisher ahead of Stewart when one man went to mow. Tony Proctor exploring the outer regions of Pembrokeshire, careering back across the track. How did they all miss him? Andy, blissfully unaware, slotted through to the lead. But let's just have another look through a wet windscreen at Alistair Lane's view of Tony Proctor's moment, producing a hair-raising experience of his own. And worse, he lets Mike Jordan and Jeff Simpson go through and drops to 7th. By the end of lap 4, both Jordan and Simpson were locked in a battle for 5th place, with rain falling all of the field out on slick tyres. Andy Stewart now 2nd with Briggs and Engledow 3rd and 4th, but Mike Jordan was really trying as he clouted the curbs at Debenny, with Simpson's defences holding. Andy now tries the outside line to reclaim the lead from Fisher, with a train of pickup pilots queued up behind, covered by less than 2 seconds. The outside track eventually provides dividends for Donut, but he runs wide at Brooklands, and this is one occasion when follow my leader isn't the best or the quickest way. Andy hangs on, but Alan loses places, dropping to 7th. Still a cracking scrap for 4th between Simpson and Jordan, neither willing to give way. A chance again to have a quick look at Andy Donut Stewart's absolute marvellous careering round across all the green stuff. Look at Alan Fisher. Could fit a lawnmower to the front of that and clean up half of the county. Here back with John Engledow and Dave Briggs, but Alistair Lane diving to the inside of Mike Jordan, and Jordan. That incident will put him back to 10th spot, and he would face a tough climb back through the field. With the rain increasing, Alistair Lane witnesses a rare moment indeed, a mistake from Jeff Simpson as he runs wide out of paddock. But back at Hatchett's on lap 9, and proof that traction control is not an option on a pickup truck. John Engledow rotating and the field going through, and another with rotation problems, Gillian Philp, as John Engledow recovers. The final time at Brooklands, and look how close it was for 2nd place, Simpson being pressured all the way by Ali Lane. But it was a terrific drive by Andy Stewart that earned him his first win in a pickup truck. And very happy too he was. 2nd place went to Jeff Simpson in 3, with Ali Lane holding on to 3rd place and Mike Jordan 4th after falling back to 10th place.
Andy, you looked a bit pleased when you came over the line then.
It's been a long time having a win. We didn't have a winner last year, so we blew an engine up last night, and Dave Longhurst lent me one. That's brilliant.
There was a couple of dry lines coming towards the end. I see Mike Jordan coming. He was coming on a bit of a charge, but that was a good race. I'm glad for Andy. Very pleased.
Well, back here at the grid then for race 2 as the pickup truck drivers arrive at the grid. There is Julie Butler occupying pole position again. And back there on the 2nd row on the inside, Gillian Philp. As you can see, the umbrellas are poised. It's not raining heavily at the moment, but it has been a little bit damp. We're about to get underway. The lights are on red. We wait for them to go green, and they do go green. And is it a clean getaway as the fire tender just occupying that safety position behind, with Gillian Philp There on the inside of the second row, John Engledow. We saw him have some traction problems earlier on today. Alan Fisher and Graham White going through in the next row. Then it's Dave Longhurst and Dave Briggs side by side. Look at Jeff Simpson there with the good fabs on the back of that tailgate. Through they come, Ada DiBenni, and it's Butler, then Proctor, everybody else through, side by side. Whoa, Graham White trying to make a move there on Dave Longhurst, and Mike Jordan in 77, watch for him. He's made a cracking start from almost the last row of the gridders. Alan Fisher running a little wide out of paddock. Everybody else safely through. There's Alistair Lane carrying our onboard camera. There's a reminder, if you don't forget his name, it's there broad and bold on the dashboard. Fat Ali Lane in number 28. Well, he's got Andy Stewart, our race 1 winner, right in the wheel tracks there of Simpson. Oh, and Alistair Lane moves across in the silver machine to protect that line as they come around to complete their first lap through Honda Curve. It's a tight right-hander, but if you get the power on, you can get 4 wheels drifting through there, and it's a very, very quick part of the circuit. They slide out and cross the line to complete a lap in the order. Julie Butler leading in 24, substituting for Ben Padfield, who is the normal pilot of that 24 pickup truck, braking hard for Hatchett's hairpin. No axing of positions going on, but a little bit of nudging and paint swapping between Alan Fisher, and look at Mike Jordan to the inside. Oh, 3 abreast through Spitfires. Mike Jordan doing a bit of leading on there. Dave Briggs repaying the balance, and again with Alistair Lane trying to nuzzle his way through. And look who's poised there, as ever. Jeff Simpson always in the right place at the right time. The championship leader with a very healthy cushion after the opening 3 rounds of this 12-round series. But Graham White, third in the championship, he's off and bang into the tyre wall. Oh, Graham. Well, Graham collected there, and a new race leader. Gillian Philp slots her way through and to take the lead, while John Engledow's having a good old look, isn't he, there in the 50 truck, trying to work away at that wheel. Back in 4th at the moment, Dave Longhurst 5th. I said about Mike Jordan, he is 6th, a gap then back to Alistair Lane 7th, and the rest of the field all trying to find a bit of tarmac to play on, and hopefully trying to avoid playing with each other at the same time, because that only costs time and points, and we all know what points make. Out of Spitfires, it's battle for 2nd place really warming up well, but Lee Caroline in 38, the youngest driver in the field, trying to make good progress, and Mike Jordan at the paddock is to the inside of Dave Longhurst. Ooh, did Jordan get through? I don't think he did. No, they're still side by side as they come back into our view, and Jordan switched this time. Longhurst, though, good protection going on from him, covered up well, and through Brooklands hairpin, with Julie Butler doing a great job to hold things. Oh, Mike Jordan's got a problem with the agricultural stuff, and Alistair Lane goes through. Well, Jordan will be very unhappy about that. We've got a scrap for 3rd place. John Engledow said to Tony Proctor in that blue truck, "Excuse me, I'd like to come through, please move over." And Proctor really had no answer, did he? Had no choice, I suspect. Oh, moment there from John Engledow. And we've got 3 abreast almost down into Hatchett's. Lap 3, side by side, Longhurst going up the inside. That will move him up into 3rd place. And Tony Proctor again in the back end, sliding about there. Can't quite get the traction down. I said before that we'd had the rain earlier. We've certainly got no rain falling right as of now. It did rain just a little bit before the race, but those conditions can play havoc with the drivers. They all elected to go out on slick tyres, the slick, hard compound Avon tyres that all of the trucks use. It's a control tower to make sure that the emphasis is all on the driver, and you can't have any gizmos or gadgets. Ooh, big moment there from Gillian Philp, but she hangs on to it. Through they go. Glorious sight. Technicolor squad of pickup trucks through that Brooklands hairpin and down onto the backstretch. Look at Jeff Simpson weaving left and right there behind Alistair Lane, and this might be a challenge. No, well, Ali covers the inside line. He's got past Tony Proctor, and Proctor will lose another couple of places. And as they come around to start lap 5 in this 15-lap race, so 1/3 distance, Alistair Lane to the outside of Julie Butler, and that will move him up another place. So Ali Lane is really on a charge here, but we've got a challenge for the lead. John Engledow side by side with Gillian Philp, and he's through so well. We've got a new leader. We'll bring you the next 2/3 of this thrilling race. Welcome back to the fast tracks, and you join us with drama of Palladium proportions, because John Engledow, who we saw take the lead, is out, and that means we now have a new race leader, or should we say a revisited race leader. Gillian Philp re-inherits the lead we understand that Engeldown's problems are of mechanical nature, so that's the end of the race from him. He's out, he's safe, that is the main thing, but here they come now. The race order: Gillian Philp leads, Alistair Lane second, there is Jeff Simpson up to third, and Mike Jordan trying to go through to fourth place to snatch that away from Dave Longhurst. Jordan is fourth, Longhurst demoted then down to fifth place, and these are 5 very quick boys up front. And I'll tell you, our race 1 leader, Andy Donut Stewart, has been making terrific progress as well. He's now up into 6th place. And as they come out of Debeni, also making good progress. Well, we mentioned Gillian Philp being the new leader. She has driven a quite supreme race. Gillian, who's been out in a couple of pickup truck races in 1997 last year, but this year has really found extra speed, extra pace, and I think a renewed confidence too. And she'll need all of that while Alistair Lane and Jeff Simpson are thrashing up behind her to try and take that place away. But Gillian will drive, I'm sure, a clean and defensive line. She has got a little bit of help in that just off that very dry racing line, it is very greasy indeed. And this time with Alistair Lane and Jeff Simpson squabbling over that second place. Alistair looks across, a little bit of a friendly love nudge from Jeff Simpson behind. Oh, that's not friendly though. I thought he was going to thrust himself down the inside there for a moment, but holds off. And Simpson is now to the outside. That will give him the inside line through the second part of Spitfires and into Debeni, but well, he clips the curve, and Alistair Lane holds on in that second spot. Brake lights on from Gillian, locks the wheel. Oh, trauma. Well held, Gillian. Well, just a little bit over ambitious on the brakes there. I'm sure she's feeling that pressure from behind from Lane and Simpson. There is Simpson in 3. Well held, Gillian Philp. Thought for one horrible moment she was going to be off into the grassy area, big wide runoff area there. There's Andy Donut Stewart, winner of our first race, one of only 3 race winners this year in pickup trucks. Jeff Simpson in 3 there has been the most dominant. He won 5 of the first 6 encounters. Alistair Lane ahead of him in second place as they come amongst the back markers. That back marker is David Tin, incidentally, in 5, and they pass him. Well, good driving from David Tin, but that's produced a golden opportunity which is seized with both hands from Jeff Simpson. Simpson goes through to be second. Alistair Lane, I think, was distracted by David Tin, but fair play to Tinney. He kept out the way, and great opportunism from Jeff Simpson. Series winner in 97, Simpson, and setting about defending his series championship with great aplomb at the moment. But look at Gillian, she's surprised everybody, I think. Jordan is through there though. That is Mike Jordan racing his V8 here this weekend as well, and looking to try and go for at least a trio of wins. He can't now take the quadruple because of his earlier pickup performance when he was attacked in a rather friendly fashion by Alistair Lane, demoting him down to that 10th place, and he fought back though to finish a terrific 4th place. But through Honda Curve they come. This will be the completion of yet another lap. And Simpson to the inside this time. He could have judged this absolutely perfectly. Philp has left the door wide open. She did everything but put the welcome mat down and ask him to wipe his feet as he came on through. But he is through. A new race leader, yet another. How interesting and how exciting is this pickup truck racing? And again a mistake from Lane drops him down. So he's gone from 2nd to 4th in one easy movement, and he might just lose that 4th place if he's not careful, because Donut wants it. And if Donut wants it, Donut will try everything to try and get it. Recap the order for you. Simpson leads, lap 10. Simpson. Philp in 2nd. There is Mike Jordan in 3rd place. And Alistair Lane desperately wanting to try and get that place back out of the Brooklands hairpin. Look at this, a terrific scrap. These top 5 covered by just over half a second, and you ain't going to get much closer than that. Well, battling it away for 9th and 10th place. It's been a race of mixed fortune for the girls. There is Julie Butler in 24th. She lies 10th. And there is Gillian Philp right at the other end in 2nd place at the moment, as she spits a little flame out of Honda Curve. That very, very fast. If you take it flat, you get huge momentum coming out of that final corner. But you've got to have a huge amount of courage to take it flat and get a 4-wheel slide going on, as we've got a challenge for 2nd now. Oh, Gillian, well, no, she'll hang on, I think, because Jordan runs wide. Jordan trying to drive around the outside. He might just make this stick at Spitfires. Whoa, big, big slide. Mike Jordan puts 2 wheels on the grass, but he's through, and that has opened up the floodgates, because Ali Lane will go through, and I'm sure also, yes, indeed, Andy Stewart. There we are then, back at Hatchett's hairpin. The race order still Simpson with fighting it out. Absolute battle royal here between Ali Lane and Mike Jordan, and Jordan there is back now in 3rd place. But look at these two behind, because Gillian Philp fighting back to uphold the girl's honour. Oh, nearly made it work as well, didn't she? Got to the inside of Donut there. Hatchett's hairpin couldn't make it work out though, and still holds on to that 5th place. Well, they've got about half a lap to go. Jeff Simpson approaching, in fact, the final corner, with behind him Mike Jordan and Alistair Lane, 3rd and 2nd respectively, but there is the checkered flag. Oh, and Simpson takes another hard-earned but well-deserved victory. Lane takes 2nd. Look at them fighting it out for those places towards the rear. Whoa, Lee Caroline tries to go to the inside. But sadly, though, no points from this race for Graham White, but at least he's safe and sound. That's the good news. And here's a man who's also very safe and sound, and happy, I would think.
Woo.
Yes, indeed, with that performance. Well, Jeff, they were close behind you at times.
No, I see Mike come in and Alistair, and then when I see Alistair overtake Mike, I thought, well, they're sort of going to race amongst themselves a bit, going to take the pressure off a bit. So, good race, very pleased.
That man Simpson's there again. I don't know what we're going to do. But Mike and I were having all of us were having a good old ding-dong, and then at the end we were stretching our legs a bit, and Jeff was sat out there. We were catching him again all through the twisty bits, and then he just opens his legs. But to be fair, I mean, he was very quick through Honda, and early on that's where I was suffering, and they all caught me there, and then got my head round it sort of thing, and then Mike made the mistake last but one lap, which gave me the 2nd place back.
Well, never mind, Ali, there's always next time, and we'll cover that for you on the fast tracks. But there's confirmation of the results from here at Pembrey.